Hi Leo, welcome into your mid-March 2025 Money and Career Tarot reading. As you can see, we're beginning with 3 pre-pulled Money and Career Oracles, but I feel the need to show you these 2 cards as well. Not feeling like the main 3 oracles, but are significant for your reading. We're beginning with Money Making Machine and Making Progress. So don't be surprised when the remainder of this month, and maybe even a bit before the tuning in to this reading, don't be surprised if it ends up being a time where you are making more than expected. You're feeling hungry for more financial comfort, stability, while I feel you're doing a better job at saving that, I just heard moolah, saving that money. And you're making significant progress in regards to that, but as well, I feel that's also talking about growth when it comes to a platform or two, your business or two, when it comes to this and that of importance within your job situation or two. But it does feel like there are certain moments where maybe a situation, say work, is a little bit overwhelming. It could be, energy at home. But either way, I find that you are really getting a lot done. And Spirit's saying you are beyond talented, okay? But let's jump into the main energy here, being millionaire in the making. So that's clear as day as far as Spirit saying that being drawn to this reading, and this may be something that you already intuitively have felt and maybe have been informed by Spirit at times, but you are meant to be a millionaire or maybe even a billionaire in this lifetime. And you might simply gain some clarity in regards to how much wealth you're meant to acquire and create for yourself in this lifetime. But I do feel that this is a time where there's money symbols in your eyes, okay? As I think it came up in Taurus's reading as well. I'm being shown a vision, an image of that emoji where his tongue is hanging out with the dollar symbol, and the 2 eyes are dollar symbols. Anyways, but we're moving on to confident success. Bear with me as I do have to take a quick deep breath. The confident success card, because you're showing up in such a confident light, it's as if you know that you can get the job done so easily because of your experience, your talented way of being, because of even your knowledge intake up until this point, to the point where people are trusting you wholeheartedly, okay? Trusting that you'll get the job done, trusting the words that you're conveying, getting out there, putting out there into the universe. But it also feels like there's something a little bit spicy about you, and even your good looks are playing into your success at this time, as people are admiring your vibe, your energy, and your quality good looks in the midst of tuning into your content or utilizing your business somehow. I'm here making a purchase. It could be more in regards to, say, at work, you name it. But I also feel like you're, okay, I'm hearing you're showing up like a boss, as I'm being drawn to the baseball cap that I have sitting over here that I'm wearing today, that simply says boss. It was a spiritually guided purchase. But you may as well find that there's a little bit of a tricky energy or uncomfortable energy stemming from one, if not multiple authority figures for those who work a day-to-day job. It just feels like people are overcomplicating things, making things more difficult, or unrealistically expecting this and that from you and others. I also feel like you may be thinking about coworkers, even if you don't firsthand work with them per se, who are really ruffling feathers, complaining or creating difficulty, talking negatively about certain people. Anyways, just a little bit of negativity there. But moving on to the third one on the board, standing out. I'm hearing no shocker there, as it is a time where in the midst of this confident success, in the midst of you making money left and right, like the boss that you truly are, once again, like the master that you truly are, you're standing out in the crowd. I do sense that you are at certain points selectively choosing to put yourself out there in a very vulnerable light, and that's really creating a lot of masterful success for you. People are really, liking what you have to offer. Let's move on to some tarot. We're going to put the King of Pentacles over here, okay? Right in the center, because it feels like there's this very King of Pentacles energy about you that you're more than ever meant to embody, utilize to your advantage now and moving forward. And there's also a brightness about your, mind, your perspective. You're viewing a situation, say work or something of the sort, that does at times hold its difficulty, create a difficulty in your life. You're viewing it more positively. You're enjoying yourself more. You're a reminder that when you take care of yourself outside of work and whatnot, you tend to accomplish a lot better, easily, a lot easier in the midst of work matters after the fact. You even are more motivated to accomplish more. But I also feel like there are certain small purchases of importance, whether it's online or in person. And they're saying very clearly, Leo, sit back in your throne. You're also being reminded that you're a manifester. And so I wouldn't be surprised if there's money to be manifested at this time and more moving forward. There's something about you manifesting this very rich status and lifestyle for yourself. I know I'm meant for so much more. And that's the vibe, the energy, as you crave a lot more when it comes to your money and career sectors of your life. But it feels like the possibilities are more than endless for you. But you're also going to find that in the remainder of March, a lot of creative ideas, inspiration comes to you from spirit and your surroundings. Even maybe in a moment of reflecting selectively, on the past. And so then this will motivate you to, or push you to create this or that, to accomplish this or that, or maybe to approach something a little bit differently. But we're moving on to another king. So you're in your masculine energy is what I'm hearing. The King of Cups. So I feel that you are at times standing out in the crowd because of your compassionate way of being, for being somebody who is quite emotionally mature. I don't know why I'm getting that. And advanced within their fields. It almost seems like people are at times looking at you as somebody who gains easy success. But as I feel that a struggle was quite purposeful for that message, it hasn't been easy. You know what I mean? Or at least not fully. And for a lot, and I can relate, you've been putting in a lot of effort over time. For example, if someone was to tune into one of my readings, thinking that I'm just, good at what I do right off the bat, it was, quick learning, in the beginning stages of starting this channel. No, I've been reading for over 6 years. And you may as well think about how the success you're starting to more than ever gain for something, if not multiple situations, has been a long time coming. And so it feels even more rewarding than anybody could even imagine. But it does feel like a time for you where your hard work is paying off. And there's something about the clouds clearing for you and the stars aligning. But easy come, easy go is what I'm hearing. That could be in regards to your finances at times. It could be in regards to you just showing up, doing the job, and then heading on out. You know what I mean? Don't get too attached to the outcome or to that job situation, for example, to the point of frustration or annoyance or just adding heaviness to it. They're also saying that you will manifest your dreams in regards to ultimate success for whatever career situations you choose to dedicate yourself towards to. And even you will manifest your ultimate financial success in a different lifestyle for a lot. But to add such focus to it, or even that heaviness, or even maybe that demand to it, can at times delay the manifestation or create a blockage in regards to it. Okay? But also the Queen of Cups here. So there may be a focus upon when you're more so within your masculine energy and more so in your caring, compassionate, queen, feminine energy, and that playing into your work somehow. But look at this, the Ace of Pentacles coming out. I'm not going to put this one on the board, but it does feel like this is a time again of new money, new opportunity being created. And it almost feels like you're better strategizing at this time for a brighter future to make certain changes, thinking about the new down the line. But I honestly feel like, as I stumble a bit again, you're being gifted more than expected at times, and there's a star-like quality about you. I'm not surprised. I mean, you're a damn Leo. But it does feel like, as well, there's an expected windfall or two for some throughout the remainder of the month where it just doesn't feel like enough, but then you put money aside otherwise, and so then you can make up for the difference in order to pay a bill or something of the sort. But anyways, the Nine of Pentacles coming out because it's a time where you are shining bright in the midst of your confident independence. I do sense there are a decent amount of entrepreneurs drawn to the reading like myself. Doesn't mean that's all you do for work and whatnot, but you are really standing out in the crowd in regards to that. It honestly feels like you're reaching for certain levels of success and you end up at certain points acquiring or creating more than expected, more than you were reaching for. So it reminds you to look ahead and reach for more otherwise, to not settle for less than you deserve, less than you're meant for. Now, there's a real focus upon your individual Leo destiny, your purpose in this lifetime. And for a lot, you're working on something or working in a situation that really ties into that quite nicely. And if that's the case, I feel you, at least to an extent, if not fully, understand that. And that being part of how you're meant to go the distance moving forward. But then there's some where you're not, say, working a job that has maybe anything to do with your destiny or purpose. And so there's a focus on you shifting forward in the future to something more powerful for yourself, more fulfilling, more rewarding even. And that absolutely ties into, at least partially, your destiny and your purpose. But let's keep pulling. The Six of Pentacles coming out as it is a time of rewards. I also feel like if you have been feeling a bit hidden in the dark in regards to the future of a situation or two, there's clarity coming in at this time. But I want to say that it's really a kind of black and white in regards to you. I didn't love that wording. It's very clear that when you put in the effort, you quite immediately gain results due to it or shortly after the fact, as it is a time where your hard work from the past and currently is more than ever paying off. Now, there's something about you being happier when you're at work or when you're at home, when you're running your business, even when you are, earning and spending money. Somebody randomly is gaining money online from, I'm getting PayPal or Venmo for maybe a service, or it could be a donation, something of the sort. But let's move on. The Star card, absolutely, my friend, as it is a time where, again, you're being viewed at in this star-like energy. While there's a focus upon your dreams, your wishes, your goals, and maybe redeveloping or creating a new one for yourself. And I sense that you, again, are shining bright in the midst of this very confident, successful, money-making time for you, excuse me. As Spirit is saying, this is just a taste of what lies ahead, all right? So those are your messages for the remainder of March for your money and career. I hope they were truly helpful. I am sending you so much love and light. Bye, Leo.